So today I am going to do my second vinyl haul. This one is a little bit bigger than the first one. I had 3 purchases in the first one, and I have 9 here. They're not all from the same store. They're from just a few things I've been buying here and there over the past few weeks from a couple different local vinyl stores, and some of them I did buy new. So I don't know if that's like lame in the vinyl collecting world. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. But there is a great record store local to me in Virginia called CD Seller. As you can tell from the title, they do sell a lot of CDs. They sell used DVDs, weird used music merch like programs and booklets and stuff from concerts and shirts and stuff. But they also have a lot of vinyl. So the first thing I picked up was Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. This is from 1976, I believe. It has a lot of great cuts. It has, you know, I Wish, of course, made even more better by Cisco and Will Smith. That was a joke. Knocks Me Off My Feet, Pastime Paradise. It has one of my favorite Stevie Wonder songs as the original release of this. It's a double LP. It also came with a 45 or 10-inch, I think, with a couple extra songs back before people were doing like bonus tracks. But this did not come with that. I don't know where that is. But I'm not really upset about that because I don't really care about any of those songs. The other thing I purchased at CD Seller was this. This is Kanye West's Yeezus from 2013. You may or may not know that Yeezus was not actually pressed to vinyl at all. While we were at the store, I looked it up, and this is some German bootleg done on clear vinyl. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. It's just interesting to have. It's not like it's really like worth anything. I always say, if someone asks what is my favorite Kanye West album, I always say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But I listen to Yeezus way more than I listen to that. I don't know why I say that. I don't know if I think that's the more appropriate, like, critical answer to have. To that be my favorite Kanye West album. But if we're going on plays alone, it's definitely it's Yeezus. So I don't know, but I'm excited to have that. So next in the purchase timeline is this baby here. This is Daft Punk Discovery from 2001. Is this my favorite Daft Punk album? Probably, because it has my favorite Daft Punk song on it, which is called Face to Face. And I love that song because it's got kind of a freestyle, more R&B kind of feel, and it's one of the songs where I can like trick my mom into listening to Daft Punk. She doesn't know. But yeah, it also has like, you know, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, and One More Time. I bought this brand new from Barnes & Noble. Again, that's probably not cool. That's not what crate diggers do, but next are 3 new albums that came from a service called VNYL, and I'm actually going to do a review of the service in about a month. VNYL is a subscription service where you can choose 1, 3, or maybe 6 records that they will send you each month. And the way they do it is you pick a vibe, and based on that, as well as things like your Spotify listens, your Discogs collection, your Last.fm, things like that, they go through your listening history and try to curate a collection of records for you, which is an interesting idea, which is why I'm giving it a try for 2 months. But there was no curating done because of all of the 5 or 6 vibes you could choose from last month. The one I liked the best, there were 3 specific albums that you got. There was no curation. So the first record I got from my vinyl subscription is this Sigh No More, the Mumford & Sons 2009 debut album. I guess it was their debut studio album. It has Little Lion Man, which is a great song, The Cave. Just so you know, the vibe that I chose this month was called Go Folk Yourself. Cute, cute, cute. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the folk genre in general, but I do really like this album. I do like Mumford & Sons, even though sometimes it's just like a little bit too much banjo. The next album from VNYL is For Emma, Forever Ago from Bon Iver. This is from 2008. This is also a debut studio album. I think he released it independently in 2007, and then it was released by studio in 2008. Great album. And the third album from the VNYL subscription is this, the Lumineers, also a debut album from 2012. And I don't give a shit about this album. I mean, maybe I could listen to it to see if I like it. I just don't give a shit about the Lumineers. That song, Hey Ho. So I might give this away or sell it. Final stack of records, I picked up 3 records, is from another local record shop here in Virginia called Blue Groove Sounds. It's in Arlington, Virginia. It's this tiny little basement shop that is just jam-packed full of shit. When you first go into the store, there's like debris and like 2x4s and metal and wood and shit. Like, we didn't even think we were in the right place, because we were like, oh, this is obviously somebody's like basement that's being worked on, because there's shit everywhere. But nope, that's the entrance to the store. And there was like a TV in the middle of the floor. It was a mess, but they had some great stuff. So the first thing I picked up there is Promise by the band Sade. And I always forget that Sade is a band and also a person. 1985, this is their second album. It has stuff like, as you can tell from this sticker on the front, Is It a Crime, Sweet as Taboo, and one of my personal Sade favorites, Never As Good as the First Time. Next is 1979's Off the Wall. This is hands down my favorite Michael Jackson record. It is his 5th album, which is, it's so weird to think that this was his 5th studio album as a solo artist. But I think this is probably the one that really started the modern notion of Michael Jackson that we have as like a solo artist and a star. You mainly hear the critical acclaim, people talk about Thriller because of how well it sold and yada yada, but I mean, this is clearly a better record because it's a blacker record. The last thing I bought at Blue Groove Sounds was this repressing from 2015 of Liquid Swords from the GZA. This is from 1995 originally. And this is, I was gonna say hands down my favorite Wu-Tang related record, but 36 Chambers is up there. I'm trying to find that on vinyl anytime I go to any of these stores, but I'm never gonna find that. Probably. It's 2016, I just need to buy it new. But yes, I'm excited to have picked this up. I probably will try to pick up all of the debut solo Wu-Tang albums, because some of the ones after that aren't my favorite, but I do really love Tikal and Only But for Cupid Links and all those. Yeah, I'm excited to have this. Sorry, Ellie. So that was my haul. I'm excited to kind of get into this. This is a new hobby for me. My record collection is quite small. I started out with like 3 or 4 that I had for like years, and then I didn't do anything with the hobby. And then once Zach and I moved in together, we got a record player, and he had a decent record collection before, so it's now I'm like living with someone who I can go to record stores with. So it's something I don't have to do on my own. It's a fun hobby. It's an expensive hobby, it can be. But yeah, as I'm doing this, I'm on the lookout for a few things like I mentioned. 36 Chambers is something I'm definitely looking for every time I go to a record store. I'd really love to get Pretty Hate Machine by 9 Inch Nails on vinyl as well. There's a few things that I have in my mind that I want to own. So hopefully I will be doing more and more vinyl hauls. Cool. Later. Ellie is not. She is not interested. She is not interested in this at all.